Hi there. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. It is general, so it's not going to resonate for every Sagittarius out there. Just take what fits for you. Leave the rest behind for somebody else. I come up with multiple scenarios, and I don't sugarcoat anything. So if it doesn't resonate with you, please make sure you check out your Sun, your Moon, and your Rising signs, or possibly a later reading. Just heard some weird beeping. Or possibly a later reading. Your messages could be there. All right. If you are a cross-watcher and you are interested in a Sagittarius, keep in mind energy is fluid, so this could actually be a message for you. Feel free to switch the roles, take it how it resonates. If anybody is interested in a personal reading, all of that information is in the description box below. You'll find my email address and a link to my Facebook page. Feel free to message me through either, and I will set you up with a personal reading. I want to thank everybody for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments. I appreciate y'all just for being here. I apologize for these not being up yesterday. I was up very late the night before, talking to a friend who lives actually in California, and who had lost his father. And we haven't spoken in 10 years since he left. And he went out there and met a wonderful man and got married. And we got to catch up. And it made me feel pretty good, pretty special that out of all the people in the world that he could have called to talk to, he thought of me to just listen and understand. But we were on the phone for like 5 hours, and I can't remember the last time I was on the phone with somebody for 5 hours. Oh my goodness. And I didn't get to bed until like, he's like, oh, it's getting late, I should probably get it. I'm like, yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. If I go to sleep now, I might be able to get a little bit of rest before I have to get up. He goes, oh crap, forgot about the time change. Yeah. Anyway. But no, it made me feel pretty special that out of everybody he could have called, he called me. So that was nice. So, the song I had coming through for you, Sagittarius, and apparently REO Speedwagon is playing in my brain because Scorpio also had an REO Speedwagon song. I can't fight this feeling anymore. Or can't fight this feeling. I can't fight this feeling any longer, and yet I'm still afraid to let it flow. What started out as friendship has grown stronger. I only wish I had the strength to let it show. I tell myself that I can't hold out forever. I said there is no reason for my fear, 'cause I feel so secure when we're together. You give my life direction. You make everything so clear. And even as I wander, I'm keeping you in sight. You're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night. And I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might, because I can't fight this feeling any longer. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. It's time to bring this ship into the shore and throw away the oars forever, because I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. And if I have to crawl upon the floor, come crashing through your door, baby, I can't fight this feeling anymore. We all know the song. Everybody knows that song. It's oldie but a goodie. I'm an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to be, 2 weeks from today, I will be 50 years old. Ooh. Anyway, I honestly didn't expect to make it this long. But I feel like if this is not you, this is somebody else that is finally going to open up about the way they feel. So let's get you some oracle cards. We have let it out, let it flow, open the heart to feel. So I'm thinking it's you with this card coming out. I feel like you're the one that's been holding back, and you're the one that's been not expressing how you feel. I mean, this right here, let it out, let it flow, open up the heart to feel. I feel like you might be getting really close with somebody, talking a lot, connecting, and it's time to open your heart. Interesting. We also have Starfish Spirit. Open to infinite possibility. See, all of this is just open your heart. Open your heart. Quit fighting the feeling. It's wow. I can't make this shit up. You never know what will happen. Okay, this is a card that's saying, you know what? Be positive and just think that everything's going to be the most fantastical thing that has ever happened. Is fantastical a word? Probably not. In my mind, it is. Fantastical thing that ever happened, and just be open to everything it could possibly become. Okay? Let's get you a couple romance angels. What do we have here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? I get a lot of negative crap in my readings most times, you know, because, you know, the world is kind of a messed up place. So I love readings about, you know, accepting and opening up and thriving in love. I love those kinds of stories. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, please. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Thank you. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Alrighty then. What else do we have for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? Thank you. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have trust. So that might be the fear. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully and just letting it happen. Have faith. Trust in the situation, because I feel like this is the perfect person for you, at least in the here and now. And, you know, just be open to it just happening. Okay. Fear from past experiences might be holding you back. So let's get into the tarot. This is all looking very beautiful so far. So let's get into the tarot and see if we can figure out what you're afraid of. I love Oreo Speedwagon, by the way. When I was 15, and my mom was bad for this. When I was 15, me and my best friend, my mom took us to an Oreo Speedwagon concert, and she bought us each a 2-liter bottle of wine and coolers and let us get, yeah, well, yeah. We had fun. It was not the best parenting move by my mother, but, you know, my mom was a different person years and years and years ago, and yeah. My kids don't believe the stories I have about my mother. No, not grandma. Yeah, your grandma. She was a partier. She loved to have fun. We always had parties at my house. Especially when my stepdad was out of town. My mom would throw these big parties for my brothers and I, not people her age. She just let everybody come to our house and have fun and just let loose. And probably not the best parenting thing, but it is what it is. And I turned out just fine. So yeah, I'm a little weird and I'm a little messed up, but that has a lot to do with autism and ADHD and, you know, CPTSD and trauma of life. And most of my childhood was not traumatic. It was after that it became traumatic. I say most of my childhood because I did have some pretty messed up things in childhood. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and. It was the 80s and 90s, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. It was a different world. What's going on in the recent past energy here for Sagittarius? Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius card. That is my player. Now, I'm not saying that you're a player. Knight of Wands is just in the tarot deck. That's what I refer to it as, because it's a here for a good time, not for a long time energy. It's inconsistent, on and off. Let's see what this Knight of Wands is about here for Sagittarius in the recent past. Somebody could have played you. That might be where the fear is coming from. Something could have been inconsistent. What's this Knight of Wands card here in the recent past? What's this Knight of Wands card here in the recent past? Or this could have been you. You might have just been playing. There's nothing wrong with just playing the field as long as you're not hurting anybody and people understand that it's not like it's not a monogamous thing, okay? There's nothing wrong with playing the field. Not a damn thing wrong with it. To each their own. It's not something that I, was into, but, to each their own. There's nothing wrong with having some fun. Temperance. Again, Sagittarius energy, the Hermit, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. Loud truck. Okay. So I feel like this was not you. With this Temperance and Hermit card here with the Eight of Wands, I feel like I'm feeling very hot and cold energy with that Temperance card there. It's like people on two different levels here. May have triggered some things in you. Now, if this was you just playing the field, you may have met somebody that triggered some things in you that... or been talking to somebody that triggered some things in you that you feel the need to, because the Hermit goes within and does that shadow work. May have triggered some shadow work in you. If somebody played you, sorry, my phone lit up, so I thought I had a notification. If somebody played you because you weren't on the same level, okay, that can mess you up. But I don't feel like it was a physical thing. I feel like it was just like a talking thing. Mainly just because you got the Eight of Wands here. I don't think it moved past, like as you were getting to know this person, it was an inconsistent thing. Yeah. Okay. But I feel like as you were getting to know this person, as you were talking to this person, it triggered things in you that you felt you needed to work on, okay, on yourself. That's the thing about the Hermit. It's going within to do the shadow work, and we all have that work that needs to be done. And whatever this was triggered you to do that work within yourself, which is a good thing. So... let's see what's going on in the current energy for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Eight of Cups. Okay. Walking away from something. Now, this could be the other person that needs to work on themselves. What's this Eight of Cups about? What's this Eight of Cups about? What are you walking away from currently? Ace of Cups. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune. Four of Swords. Okay. So once you walk away from whatever this inconsistent thing was over here, whoever this... might have been a fun, flirty type thing, just talking. I mean, I don't feel like it, I'm not feeling anything like physical, like that actually happened here. But I feel like the more you got to know this person, the more you talk to this person, you might have found out that, yeah, they weren't for you. This was something. But once you walk away and start to, work on yourself, that's when new love comes in. I feel like... okay. Here's it. Now, the reason I say the inconsistent, it might have hurt that somebody was not... like, you might have been doing all the reaching out, and you might have been doing all the pursuing, and this person wasn't pursuing back. And that kind of might have triggered you, like, okay, what's wrong with me that they're not interested in me? That can hurt. I mean, depending on where you are in your journey, that tends to hurt, okay? But once you walk away from this, that's when things start moving forward. And you have a new offer coming in, like when you're in this state of okay, I'm going to go back into my little corner where I was before I start talking to this other person that it didn't work out with. And, you know, I'm just going to observe. That's when new love's going to come in. Once you walk away from what's not meant for you, the person that is going to pursue you, that is going to offer you something, is going to come in, if they haven't already. So what's the problem here? What's the problem here? Five of Cups. You're focusing on the past. That's the fear. That's the fear of, that's why you're fighting it. Because I feel like somebody's coming in to offer you and you're like, yeah, no, I'm still healing. I'm still not ready to put forth the effort. I'm over here trying to recover from what I just walked away from. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. You're not. You're still disappointed in whatever didn't work out in the past. So what's this Five of Cups about here in the challenges? What's this Five of Cups about here in the Tower? They're both doing the same thing, moping. What's this Five of Cups about? Like, I feel like life... Ooh, King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. King of Wands. Okay. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody. Now, these are just energies of the cards. Two kings could be a same-sex relationship. Doesn't have to be. It's just two people resting in the masculine. One person, which I feel like it was you, okay? Because with this King of Wands here and this Knight of Wands here, I feel like you were ready to give your cup. You were ready to, you know, go for whatever this was. And this person's like, yeah, I'm bored. I'm going somewhere else. And that, yeah, it crushed you. It got you, it disappointed you. But here's the thing about the Tower falling. If you notice in this Tower card, and she is stripped down to nothing. The Tower, like a normal tower, when it gets struck by lightning in a normal deck, okay, and it crumbles down to nothing but rubble, it crumbles all the way down to the foundation to start over. Okay, but if you're still focusing on whatever this is in the past, it's going to... The fear is what's stopping you from whoever this new person that has been divinely brought into your life. And you're like, nope, still healing. Nope, still in this energy. Nope, still I'm not ready to give to it. You're holding back. Because where you wanted love before, somebody else was just, yeah, I'm bored with this. I'm going to go see if I can find more excitement somewhere else. That's what the King of Wands is to me. The King of Wands says grass is greener syndrome. If you don't keep up to their level of excitement, their level of adventure, their level of fun, they're like, and they go look for greener grass. And I feel like that's what somebody did over here. That's why they were in that Knight of Wands energy. Even if you were just talking, if they did not find the conversation interesting enough, they could have went to talk to somebody else, okay? It happens. Just because you felt it doesn't mean the other person did, unfortunately. And that happens. But I feel like the problem is you're still in this regret of, yeah, but what if I start getting into this person and pursuing this person and they find me boring and they go look for something else? Fear. So, please keep in mind that I am not psychic. I'm a tarot card reader, okay? We're going to look into the potential outcome here for the story that is coming up in the cards that I'm reading right now. Okay, keep in mind, I say potential because nothing is set in stone. We all have free will. We all have the ability to change the outcome based on our own actions. But this is going to be, what is the potential outcome for this story? King of Wands again. Now, when I have cards reference cards that I've already brought out in another deck, I feel like someone is realizing that the grass is not greener on the other side. And now they're coming back. So what's this King of Wands about here and the potential outcome? Nine of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Ooh. Three of Cups. So they're going to come back and they're going to breadcrumb you. Okay? They're going to breadcrumb you by telling you, oh, but I was so wrong. You were everything I wanted. Can we at least still be friends? I want to have you in my life. Blah, blah, blah. But I feel like what they're doing is trying to... Give me one more on this. I feel like they're trying to sabotage you from moving on from them. You know... Ooh. Page of Pentacles. So... the Page of Pentacles to me, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it is having a firm foundation to grow on. Okay. How you go about this, I don't know. Because I feel like you walked away from... As soon as you walk away, you have something good coming in. Now, as that song just started ringing in my head again... The reason they're coming back, maybe you scared them. And now they can't fight that feeling anymore. And they're realizing that they had something with you. But when they're coming back to you. They're realizing you were the wish fulfillment. They want to at least be friends. They want to still have you in their life. Because they didn't know what they had until it wasn't there anymore. But they're still coming back in King of Wands energy. They're coming back in the same energy they were there before. And the King of Wands, when the King of Wands gets bored, again, grass is greener syndrome. They're coming back in the same energy like, no, you're the one I wanted. It's simply because they didn't find anything better when they went to go look. It's like they put you up on a shelf. And it's like, let's go see if I can find something better. And if not, at least Sagittarius is up there on the shelf if I want to come back and, you know. That ain't cool. So let's see here. Let's get some advice from Spirit on this. Five of Swords. Ooh. This is a card of control. It's my narcissist card. It's somebody that has to win at all costs. It's also a card of self-sabotage. And I don't feel like it's you that sabotaged this connection. I feel like it's them. This person is only coming back and, you know, offering you their energy, I feel, because they want to win. They see that you are attracting attention from other people. They can't have that happen. And this happens all too often. So what is this Five of Swords about here? What's this Five of Swords about here? Ten of Cups. Queen of Wands. Ooh. Five of Pentacles. Oh, now I get what it's trying to tell me. This person over here coming in is this true love, this trust, this attraction that you're meeting in the current moment. But because you're still focused on this King of Wands person over here, you could sabotage something from, you know, that could turn into, it's a potential Ten of Cups. This Ace of Cups is a potential Ten of Cups. And you see, none of those are filled, but it all starts with that Ace of Cups, Don't sabotage your future because of the past. Okay, you have the Queen of Wands here. Yes, it is a match to that King of Wands. I get it, okay? But the Queen of Wands goes for what makes her happy. She's always surrounded by sunflowers, and sunflowers follow the sun across the sky. Okay, they follow their happiness. And you have the Five of Pentacles here. No, this person had that. I feel like Spirit's going, this person had their chance. Why are you still focusing on somebody that had a chance with you and blew it when you have someone here that genuinely, you know, Spirit has, you know, the universe has divinely guided this person into your life. If you continue to focus on this person that's you're not meant to be with, that put you on a shelf and went to look for greener pastures and then came back. Five of Pentacles. It's time to let them go. I don't, and I'm not telling any, if you want to give this person another chance, by all means, give them another chance. I mean, I feel like they can't hold back any longer. Yes, true. But at the same time, don't sabotage something good because you're still focused on something that already hurt you once and could possibly hurt you again. Because this person's coming back in King of Wands energy. The King of Wands, you know, King of Wands gets bored. They go look somewhere else. So take that how it resonates for you. If it does, do me a big favor. Click on that like button. If you want to see more content by me, by all means, I invite you to hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, I wish you a blessed night. Much love. Bye.